Today we're going to talk about why having an LLC is so expensive. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, so I started my business in 2021. That is when I officially got my LLC, December of 2021. Now my goal and my plan is to have a business, a bookkeeping and taxation business for small businesses, and it's really my goal to help them with their payroll, their daily transactions, if they need receipts, tax information, pulling daily reports or pulling monthly or quarterly reports. That is my goal for small businesses, and my business will be launching in August of this year. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of points of me starting my business with 0 clients. I just filed my taxes for the 2022 year. Of course, I didn't have to pay any taxes because I do still have a full-time job, and I was able to leverage some of those taxes and my income from there, put it together, self-employed taxes, yada yada yada. So I did not have to pay any taxes for my small business, but still I had so many expenses just having an LLC. So let's just talk about it. So the first time I tried to file my LLC, I tried to do it through the state website. Like the state website, I wanted to do it through Delaware. And of course, like I wanted to do it myself. I know like the logistics when it comes to that. I am an accountant. So I just really wanted to, go through it myself. And I did. And I kept getting rejection letters in the mail. Like for Delaware's website, they have a one-stop shop website. So I was trying to go through there. And I guess I didn't do my thorough research through that. I got even a virtual address through, I want to say ipostal. I used that address on there, but comes to find out they're like, no, this is a PO. This is set up through, the UPS store or like the FedEx store or the USP store. So you can't use this. This is a PO box. So I'm like, I know people who use virtual addresses. Like, why isn't this working? Turn to find out my address that I used was exactly for a PO box, and it wasn't like a business location. Like say like for office, for example, like it wasn't like that type of address. It was literally for a UPS store PO box. Bruh. So I was like, okay, this is not working. Like I'm sick and tired. I put like 2-3 applications to the state website, and they kept saying like denied. This is not correct. This information is not correct. So for me, one thing about me, I'm going to get someone else to do it. Pay for other services for someone to file my LLC. Now, I didn't do any additional research when I was filing my LLC, like what company should I use to file my LLC. The first person I used, and there's actually others out there, but the first person I used was Zoom Legal. They are pretty expensive. I haven't compared like other prices, but I think I'm going to do another video for comparing like Zoom Legal prices with like I know another one is like Ink File or InFile, something like that. So I'm going to maybe do a video with comparing filing if you want to file your LLC and whatnot. So on top of having a virtual address, paying $30 a month for like a whole year. Okay, I think I was paying that for, I want to say like a year, because I was like, I'm starting my business. I'm starting my business. I'm going to get this, this, this. I did not need a virtual address, so I was paying like $18 this month, $30 this month. So yeah, so going from paying like $18 to $30 a month for a virtual address, I was paying that for a year. I didn't even have my LLC yet. Just paying all these expenses, and I was paying for like domains and all this stuff, and I really wanted to start my business, and I was just like, I don't need to pay for all this stuff if I have 0 clients. I don't have any clients. Why am I paying for this stuff? So after that, I was like, you know what? Zoom Legal, I'm going to use them. They'll do everything. I don't care, whatever you have to do. So turn to find out, like, all I needed was a registered agent in the state of Delaware. I needed a registered agent in the state of Delaware, use their address, that was a Delaware address for a registered agent. Like, that's it. That's all I needed. I could use any other address for like my business location. Just for the state of Delaware, my registered agent has to be using a Delaware address. So Zoom Legal took care of that. They were able to, give me an address for Delaware for a registered agent, and I want to say it's like an actual person. So I was able to set that up. But when I applied for this like in December of 2021, it came to around like, I want to say like the first price for actually having the registered agent was $299. And then it was like additional $318 just for all of the filing and the fees and all that, using the services and whatnot. So additional money for, filing my LLC. So on top of those costs, I have to pay the registered agent fee every year. So this, I want to say December, which will make a year, December of 2022, which was like last month, I had to pay $299 again for the registered agent. So I'm going to look into see how I can maybe change services or change registered agent, or see what I can do to, reduce the costs. I still want to keep my LLC. How can I be terminated from this contract now that I know what I'm doing? I want to see like how I can cut costs when it comes to that. Because $299 for a registered agent is a lot of money. So I'm gonna do my research and see like what are some other fees for a registered agent. So after I went through Zoom Legal, of course, I like purchased some domains. I use Google Suites. So I purchased a domain from there, and I've been paying for that for like a year. Still have 0 clients. I do have like 1 client currently, but they're like family friends, so I'm using this software that I really just want to get my feet wet and see, like, making sure like I'm working through like real accounts and real bank statements and stuff before I actually market my business, before I actually market my business and launch my website and actually take on more clients. It was my goal to pass my CPA before this, but there's always a change of plans. And I'm still just going to be studying my way through my CPA, and taking just on as much clients I can that's not going to be too heavy for me. So after the cost of Zoom Legal, let's talk about the LLC fee. So in the state of Delaware, you have to pay the LLC fee, which is $300. Now, I made the mistake last year of 2022 of reading an email that says, oh, you owe taxes. And I'm like, I don't owe taxes. I don't have any clients. I'm not making any money. So I completely ignored the email. Turn to find out I have to pay a yearly LLC tax fee for the state of Delaware. Now, all states have different tax fees. So for the state of Delaware, mine is $300. And last year, because I was late, I think I had to pay close to like $530 because it's due June 1st of each year, and I winds up paying it like in September or August. So definitely not doing that again this year. I'm making sure I'm paying that fee every single year and doing some additional research on having an LLC in Delaware. Now this year of 2023, I did file my taxes. So I did have like a lot of startup costs. So, and I did start collecting sales or revenue, whatever you want to call it, from one of my clients. So for there, I think I started collecting that in about around August. So I only had about under $1,000 in income for that client. So I did report that for my taxes this year. And of course, I made sure I had enough deductions, office expenses, legal expenses, all those expenses for startup, and making sure I did not have to pay any taxes. So other than that, of course, like as someone who's a bookkeeper or doing preparing or filing taxes, Of course, I had to get my employee identification number, and that number, a lot of people ask for that number like when you're going through like different services or maybe getting some type of software or something that you want. A lot of people do ask for that employee identification number. And then I also had to get my e-file number as well as my PTIN, my preparer identification number. So it's just so many expenses with having an LLC. So my advice to you is make sure you do your research. Do your research in all the states. They do say Delaware and I believe a couple other states are like the cheapest to get your LLC, have like the formation and file your LLC in that state. But make sure you like read, like, do you need a business license? Do you need to actually have a business location in this state to do business? So make sure you just do your research and don't take on costs that you don't need to, especially if you are not going to have clients immediately. Like for me, it was never going to be immediately for me to start having clients. So definitely don't take on the cost if you don't need to, and definitely file your taxes, your quarterly taxes, all of that on time. So thank you again for watching this video, and I hope you stay tuned for my other videos. I will be doing an entrepreneur series since I will be having my launch of August of this year. Thank you.